stop me now, they won't stop me now, they won't stop me, no. They won't stop me now, they won't stop me now, they won't stop me, no.
Hello, you are tuned in to another episode of We Are Mighty. Man, how has the last couple weeks been for y'all? I don't know, man. I make those little strides forward, and then the smallest thing seems to just set me back. Anyway, I hope the last couple of weeks have been good for you guys. I hope that your grief journey is a little bit better. I hope something that I may have said helped it to be a little better. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if tonight will be one of those episodes. This episode may, I don't know. I don't think it'll set you back. It just may not be one of those encouraging, happy kumbaya episodes, because you know how we talk about the grief journey, the grief cycle, the stages, and we know that the stages do not happen in a specific order, and it doesn't stay perfect, and it may go to the first stage. We can't even number them, but from one stage to the next to another, and then back to a previous, and back to 2 stages ago. Yes. So lately, that angry stage has just been stagnant. Like, I'm just mad. I have a short fuse. Things are just irritating me. And I know some of it is because of this crazy court case related to the young man who shot my son. And just seeing how the court system is even allowing weird things to happen and letting things draw out for months and months and months. And I'm just ready to make some forward movement. I'd say I'm ready to be done with it, but of course, who knows how long that's going to take. But it's just irritating me. And recently, we had to deal with a motion that the defense attorney was filing, and we literally had to keep having continuations because for whatever reason, he didn't file it. So we went for 6 months waiting for this man to file a motion. And the thing about it is we knew that the motion that he wanted to file wouldn't apply in this case. And so I'm trying to figure out why we are allowing this man all of this time to file a motion that we know isn't going to work, that the judge isn't going to allow, but for whatever reason, he has to let him have the time to do so. So it's month after month of going to court and sitting for over an hour for them to go before the judge for maybe 5 minutes and say, oh, yeah, I'm not prepared. Oh, we'll give you another month. Oh, yeah, Your Honor, I'm not prepared this month either. Oh, we'll give you another month. Oh, Your Honor, I got another case in another courtroom. I can't stay here, so I still need time to file up. Let's go another month. Finally, just actually the day my last episode aired, it was filed, it was addressed, and the judge didn't allow it. Which is what we knew 8 months ago. So mad, yeah, irritated. Now, that's not allowed, but let's give it another month for a status to decide if he can find something to support this motion that we know does not apply, or maybe get a trial date. My baby was killed almost 3 years ago. Now, it did take almost a year for them to catch the guy, so we could say 2 years we've been in court dealing with stupid motion after delay. This should have been done by now. Not saying, because it's my child, we should have just had the answer. No, if you look at how much time has been wasted with these frivolous motions and stupid statements is all I can say. We should have been done by now. We haven't even gotten a trial date. And I worry because I know someone else, a lady who lost her son to what should have been an open and shut case, in my opinion, who's been dealing with it for 9 years. It took them 9 years to give her a trial date. They went through the trial. And now it's been 2 or 3 months since the trial, and the judge keeps putting off giving them a verdict. What is going on with our judicial system? We got enough going on in this country, and I'm not going to get started because I swear that's a whole other podcast channel if we talk about what's going on in our country. But the judicial system, something as, of course you can't say it as simple as a murder trial, but 9 years and then still waiting for months to get a verdict? So yeah, I've been angry, I've been mad, I've been just snapping at people when I don't mean to. I've been irritable. I want it to be over soon, at least. And I want to get somewhere with this. Like, how long are we going to keep dancing around just getting this trial and dealing with the fact that this kid shot my son? That's just where I am. And I'm sure there are other people that are waiting for their own justice that they're fighting for. It's just, February 9th was another birthday. Another birthday without him. Another birthday with no justice. Another birthday that I'm just thinking, son, I'm sorry, we're still dealing with this. So, yeah. Maybe I just needed to vent, and I guess that's the beauty of having this podcast. I can get some things off my chest. I can take my time to maybe think things through. Doesn't stop me from being mad. It's not pushing me anywhere forward in the stages right now because I'm just mad. I'm mad that my baby didn't get to see 25. I'm mad that my baby didn't get to be the wonderful father I knew he would have been. I'm mad that he didn't get to accomplish all of the goals that he had set forth. And they were positive goals. All of the things that he wanted to do for the community. The things he wanted to do for his friends. To lift them up, to keep them up. And the crazy thing is, my sons had a circle of friends that they were both close to. It was a group, and there was a couple that were closer to Miles, and there were a couple that were closer to my older son. And since Miles' death, that group is kind of fallen apart. There's still a few, that are friends here and there, but the way that group used to be, it's not even the same. And a lot of them will say, since we lost Miles, it just doesn't even feel right. So that makes me angry. Because I know what those kids wanted to do. I know the things that they were working on. And all of that's fallen apart. Everybody's plan changed. Everybody had to figure something out. There's the fear. There's the grief. How can we do this now? Everything that we thought was going to happen didn't happen. And all I could do was sit on the sidelines and try to just be encouraging. And a lot of them, they say they pull from my strength, and really I'm pulling from theirs. But it doesn't stop you from being angry. Doesn't stop you from going through all of the stages. I just know right now, I'm really trying to pull myself out of this one because I'm just mad. Yes, I have sadness, On his birthday, it was a rougher day than I expected it to be. Because usually the birthdays aren't really, the birthday hasn't been a difficult day for me. It's the day that he was taken from us. But this year, his birthday was hard. And I don't know what's any different, but that's those triggers we talked about. That's all those stages. You never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. It doesn't even have to be a significant day. Just wake up one morning and feel that way. And I feel like that was the case before his birthday. It's just been going for a couple of weeks now. And I have to catch myself because people at work are irritating me easier than they used to. And I recognize that. I see it. And so I'm trying to say, okay, now it's not that bad. But it's hard. It's hard right now. It's hard when you look back on the fact that your son's been gone 2.5 years. You have no closure. The weirdest thing with our judicial system, so I literally don't know how many times my son was hit. I know that there was 11 shell casings. I don't know how many times he was hit. I don't know where he was hit. All I know is, the shot that was the kill shot, if you will. But I have videos and can hear all of the gunshots. Unfortunately, people sent me the videos from that night, which I've mentioned previously. But I didn't get to see him. And so I think that's some of what keeps coming back as the anger. The hospital wouldn't let me see him. They made me say goodbye to a bag. I can't get the police reports because the case is still going, which doesn't make sense to me. I can't get the autopsy report because the case is still going. But it's weird when you see stuff like on TV, it makes it look like you can get this kind of stuff. And, I sent the payment, they sent the check right back to me. Nope. We're still in court. So you won't know any of this. And I'd rather be able to look at a report and see the information than sit in court and hear, it being described. Or I've heard that I may hear the 911 calls, which I know I'll be fine, but I just feel like allow me to see it on my own terms. And then it won't be such a shocker in court. It won't be, I can deal with my emotions in my own space, in my own time, and not be in a courtroom, losing it. And I don't know, maybe that's what they want the judge or jury or whatever to see, which I think is stupid because it's going to affect me either way. But it's just wild that you can't get any information. So here I am 2.5 years later. I still don't have the information. I still don't know what I feel like I need to know for the closure. So yeah, the anger creeps back up. And the irritability creeps back up. The resentment. How do you deal with it? How do you get past that without getting that information that you want? I know people say, oh, you wouldn't have wanted to see him that way. And that may be how they felt. I have worked in professions where I have dealt with different things. So it may not affect me like it would affect someone else to see that. That is what I needed for closure, because I literally said, how do I know my son's in that bag? And I mean, yes, I did go through the funeral and all of that, but it's hard to explain because a lot of people don't see or do things the way that I do, so it wouldn't make sense either way. But I still feel like if I've requested it and I'm giving you the money required, I should have been able to get the police report. I should have been able to get the autopsy. I should have been able to get the information that I needed, because it wouldn't have affected the case. It doesn't stop the case. The investigation is closed. That's how the arrest happened. So now it's just, proving everything that they found. So why not? It's my understanding there's some type of a fear of, I guess, retaliation against, family members, because he's still incarcerated. So, but I'm not that person either. But I guess it's easy to say, hey, I'm not going to do anything. But if they have to let me, they have to let everyone else. And we know everyone's not as, we'll say, calm. I'm not fully calm, but in certain situations, I know when to keep calm. So I guess I get it, but I don't get it. And it's upsetting, because that means if it takes 5 years to get this trial, it's going to take 5 years for me to get the answers I really want. 5 years? Hell, 3 is too much. So to wait years for answers, to wait years for justice, to wait years for closure, and especially when you're seeing that it's just frivolous reasons. It's just, I'm trying not to cuss. Y'all gonna have to forgive me, because it's just dumb shit that's keeping you from getting your answers. That's going to make you even angrier, especially in the case of losing your child. Like, what are we doing? So yeah, the last couple weeks, I've just been angry. And there doesn't seem to be much that can help it. I've had days, of course, where I'm laughing, having fun. But still, beneath it all, I'm just pissed. I want it to be over. I want to get past this. I want the justice for my son. I want him to face his consequences. and be done with going to court. Because I don't miss a court day. I just said it from the beginning. I will not miss a court day. I don't care how mediocre the status is supposed to be on that date. I'm there. So then that makes two things happen. Every time he comes out into that courtroom, he looks dead in my face. So he sees the mother whose son he took away. But on the flip side, I have to see the person who took my son from me. And in that moment, anger is an understatement. But I keep my composure. Like I said, I know in situations to be calm. I'm a black mama. I also know how to look at you so you know I mean business. Point blank, period. But it's exhausting. It's exhausting to have to go through it. And I feel sorry for any parent who has to go through a prolonged process to get justice for someone who has done something so horrific to their child. Because it's literally like reliving it every time. And it's gotten to the point recently where it's not even a month between the court dates. Recently, it's been like every couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks to have to look at this kid. To have to hear his lawyer and his dumb excuses. To have to, like I said, relive it. I don't know if I'm not going to say it's going to build my character because I'm almost 50 years old. If my character ain't built by now, it ain't coming. Who I am at this point is who you're going to deal with. I just don't get it. I cannot make sense of it. So hopefully something will click to remove this anger, to move on to another stage. I don't know if I'll ever be at acceptance anytime soon. Take me back to the sadness or the stage where you're negotiating, knowing that you can't make any changes. But I'd rather be there than with this anger because it's stressful. And when I say exhausting, I mean physically exhausting. I've noticed lately, I get home from work and I just want to go to sleep. But I'm going to pull myself out of it. I always do. We'll see if it happens in the next couple of weeks. But I'm not making any promises. There's no court date between now and then, so I'm really not making any promises. So I just ask, if you're a praying person, pray for me. Pray for my strength. Pray for my restraint. That I don't just blow up at somebody because I'm so close. And that's just not a good thing. Pray that I will move to another stage of grief. Please pray that. Because the anger is starting to consume me. Luckily, I have a good therapist that I can also vent to. And I'm sure he will give me some tools that I may or may not implement. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe your energy will somehow come through the air from wherever you are to wherever I am to give me a little bit of strength. Because it's hard. So I'm going to work on that. And if you could just work on sending some positive vibes my way, we'll see where we end up in a couple of weeks. We're here every other Friday, everywhere you listen to podcasts, and you can watch us on YouTube and Spotify. Feel free to email me at wearemighty24@gmail.com. If nothing else, I will see you next time.
They won't stop me now, they won't stop me now, they won't stop me, no. They won't stop me now, they won't stop me now, they won't stop me, no.